have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real.
What's up, everybody? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year's, everybody.
I'm your girl T. Welcome to Adventures of Spirits, and this is
I'm the King of Kings. Pretty timid what they call me. I'm the assistant to the Queen.
Happy New Year's, everybody. It's 2024. We are in the new year, so it's time to bring in the new year in right with 2 champagne cocktails. I actually like to use prosecco, so that's what we're going to go with. But I promise you'll like these 2 cocktails. So today we will be celebrating the final day of Spirit Week. This was my first week of doing multiple videos of cocktails, so I'm happy about that. To 2024, go a little stronger towards the end of the year. Maybe do a couple of more things for each holiday.
Yes.
For certain cocktails, or just review some more of the liquors that I do throughout the year. So with that stated, let's get into the cocktails. So right now we're going to make a drink called For the Culture. And so just so you know, For the Culture is a bourbon-based cocktail, but it ends it with champagne. So get your glasses ready. Hopefully you have your ingredients, and let's make this cocktail. So just so you know, this cocktail consists of bourbon, and this is my go-to bourbon. Yes, there's plenty of other bourbons on the bar back here, but when I'm going to mix a bourbon, this is my go-to mixed bourbon, and that's Maker's Mark. And just so you all know, I know you all may say, well, this says it's a Kentucky straight bourbon, but it's spelled the non-American way of WHISKY instead of EY, and that is because the family originated from Scotland, and the family originated from there, but the actual recipe of Maker's Mark was continued after they came to the U.S. So the family who actually wanted to make the whiskey and follow the recipe and make it a family tradition, they actually decided, okay, even though it is a Kentucky bourbon, they still wanted to keep the fact that if this was in Scotland, whiskey will be spelled without an E. So for those who don't know when to use the E and when not to use the E, think of it as wherever the bourbon is from. If there's no E in the letter, then you don't spell it with an E. If there's an E in the word of where it comes from, then you put an E out there. Scotland, there's no E. Ireland, there is an E. United States, there is an E. Okay, so just so you know, Japan, there's no E, but they do sell whiskey, but it's not EY, it's a Y. So, all right, let's get into the rest of the cocktail mixtures. We're also going to use some ginger simple syrup here. I like to use Liber & Company. They make a bunch of different types of syrups, flavored syrups, awesome premium. We're also going to have our lemon juice, freshly squeezed, 1/4 ounce here. We also going to use the Sorel. Don't forget, Sorel is a hibiscus liqueur. It's Sorel, and it is a Black owned by Jack Summers, I believe. Yep, Jackie Summers for Sorel. And then I prefer Lamarck Prosecco instead of champagne. So I just prefer the taste of Prosecco. It's a nice balance, not too dry. And there's really no sweet. It's just not dry. So it's ideal. So let's get into making this cocktail. And just so you know, the cocktail will require, because it has this syrup, I will need to mix some of the ingredients together. The actual champagne is already chilled, so I don't need to use any ice. So can you please get me that shaker over there, please? Right behind you. Behind the, yep. Thank you. So the reason why we're going to shake this and mainly gently shake it is because it has citrus. When you have citrus in the drink, you want to shake the actual drink, okay? But since we're not going to use ice, we're just going to do a dry shake for this drink, okay? So let's get into it here. Move this out the way. So you have your shaker, and we're going to put in the 1 ounce of bourbon.
Looks like it's gonna be good.
Oh, it's gonna be good. You'll like it.
But make us, Mark, you're gonna have a happy new year.
Oh, yeah.
After you don't slid off the table, up on the table.
1 ounce of sorrel. 1 ounce of hibiscus liqueur. A 1/2 ounce of the ginger syrup. I'm just going to shake this up a little bit. And pour this in, I already pre-measured it, a 1/4 ounce of lemon juice. So once that's done, you're going to put your top on your shaker. And you're just going to give it a dry shake.
A dry shake.
Yes, a dry shake. Set this to the side. So now we're going to pour into your champagne flute. And then we're going to top it off with your champagne of choice. Mine's is prosecco. And ginger is very strong. So as you can see, only 1/3 of your cup was the actual mixture. The rest is champagne. And for those who are a little stickler about, oh, I want it mixed a bit, you can actually take a spoon and just mix it around. Ooh. And just land a cherry inside of it. And there you have your For the Culture. So ready to see what it tastes like?
Yes.
Okay.
I can see a little steam coming off the bottom.
There's no steam. You want to taste it first?
Not bad.
Not bad. I don't know. Your face frowned up. Is it the ginger?
Should I tell a lie and tell the truth?
You tell the truth.
It's a little kicking for my taste, but let me see what you say.
Well, because it's the ginger. Ginger is going to do that. It's definitely a need for an acquired taste. It's not anything that's nasty. It's just not your average type of drink. To me, to be honest with you, I think that I would, this sort of reminds me of I don't know, if you took like a mule, a Moscow mule or something,
Yeah.
and you added champagne to it, or instead of club soda or something. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what this tastes like. This reminds me of like a Moscow mule.
Yes.
That's what it tastes like.
Definitely not a pretty timid moment. Not my thing.
Anyway, For the Culture, definitely something that I would drink, especially if you like Moscow mules, that sort of ginger taste. This is definitely right up your alley. Okay. All right. So we're going to set this to the side, and we're going to go for our next drink. And our next drink, what? What you want?
Something that tastes better than that.
Don't worry, we're going to give you something that's right up your alley. Okay.
Because these assistance rates don't pay good.
Whatever. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Okay. So our next drink, actually, as you can see, I am wearing the Humble Baron. We are representing Uncle Nearest this evening because this drink here, the world-famous Grown Folk Mimosa, they make that is one of the Humble Baron, which is actually the bar lounge located at the Uncle Nearest Distillery, the one with the longest bar in the world. They're in the Guinness World Book of Records, okay, to having the longest bar. And I think, how long is the bar? Like 158 feet?
Yes.
About 158 feet. I'll look that up if I misspoke. I do know it's 150 something. Can't remember whether it's 156 or 158. However, it's the longest bar in the world.
Put it to you like this: you can't start at one end of the bar and drink your way to the other.
No, you cannot.
You'll definitely be on the floor by the time.
It is a continuous bar.
Yes.
If you haven't been to the Uncle Nearest Distillery, the Humble Baron, the bar lounge, I do have a video in reference to that, and you can look at it right after this video. You can go right to it. But I can tell you their food, their drinks are custom there, meaning they use their bourbon, their whiskey within their drinks. And they have a bar manager who actually won a contest in reference to drinks. And now he manages the bar at the Humble Baron. So, look up Uncle Nearest Distillery, the Humble Baron Lounge. And I promise you, if you're ever in Tennessee, you go to Shelbyville, please pay them a visit. Even if you just go for the weekend, if you're anywhere near Tennessee, go ahead and take that couple of hours drive, stay at a hotel out there, go enjoy the Humble Baron. They have live music, great drinks, great food, great appetizers, everything. They even have a restaurant that's next door to them, which is a barbecue place, but that place closes at 6 o'clock. But you can get a meal at the Humble Baron. So for those who've never been, please try it. But this world-famous grown folk mimosa was one of the best mimosas that I've tasted in a long time. We actually tasted about 5 or 6 cocktails, and this was one of my favorites. So with this, we're going to recreate it. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, I have orange juice. So assistant, please rinse this out, please.
Okay.
Please rinse that out. And also rinse this jigger out for me, please. And while he's doing that, I'm going to get the ingredients up here. And so in this particular mimosa, we're going to have Uncle Nearest whiskey 1884, but you can also use the 1856. Just know that the other Uncle Nearest, they're over 100 proof. So with the mimosa, you don't want it to be overpowering. So you really don't want to use the high proof version of any of the Uncle Nearest whiskeys in this particular mimosa. Okay. You're also going to need some Grand Marnier. Okay. And of course, you're going to need your champagne, but you're also going to need some orange juice, 2 ounces of orange juice. But please note, since hubby doesn't do well with orange juice, I always give him pineapple juice. So it's up to you. The true recipe is orange juice, but usually what we like to do is just replace it with pineapple juice. Okay. And so here we go. So we're going to, where's the cup? All right. And again, since this is already cold, I don't need any ice in here. So I'm only going to do a dry shake for this. So we're going to do 2 ounces of Uncle Nearest whiskey. Where's my jigger I gave you to wash out? That's not my jigger.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. So you're going to pour 2 ounces. This is a 1 ounce jigger on this side. All right. 2 ounces of Uncle Nearest whiskey. Then we have 2 ounces of Grand Marnier. So basically, you're going to do 2 ounces of each liquid. And 2 ounces of pineapple juice or orange juice. But we're using pineapple juice for a substitution.
To me, pineapple juice is a little bit better. It changed the drink just a little bit, but to me, it's a little bit better than orange juice. Orange juice can be kind of thick.
Yes, that's true. And I really don't like the ones with the pulp either.
Right.
So we're going to shake that and mix it. Then we're going to prepare the glass. All right. So now you pour your base into your glass. So as you can see, because the last one was the ginger was more potent, the actual mixture only took up 1/3 of the glass. This takes up 50% of the glass. And now you pour your champagne or prosecco if you choose. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It's all right though. It's okay. You just top it off with your cherry and let the cherry go down to the bottom. So here's your world-famous grown folk mimosa. Now, I already know it's going to taste good. So I already know, so I'm going to let you taste it first. So we're going to wipe the glass off just so your hands don't get sticky.
I think we need to make donations for the assistant to get a little bit raised here. You know.
Here you go.
I'm an assistant, but I think more or less I'm the taste dummy.
You're not the taste dummy. How it taste?
Mm-hmm.
You don't like it?
It's strong. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Let me see. I don't know what's wrong with you. This is busting. This is busting.
Well, I guess celebrating too much of the new year. I had a little bit of everything
This
else in me.
is busting. If you like whiskey, this is busting. He doesn't drink whiskey bourbon, but I figured because of the champagne, the Grand Marnier, he would, you know, but it's all right. But you like the other mimosas we were making, right?
Yes, yes.
Because those were sweet.
Yes.
Okay, take one more sweet. All right. Okay. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. We hope you enjoyed the 7 days, the Spirit Week leading up to Auld Lang Syne to Happy New Year. We made it to the new year 2024. And just so you know, we will be airing live via my phone, of course, through YouTube the night of New Year's Eve, December 31st. However, we will be in Las Vegas. And so since we'll be in Las Vegas, it is 3 hours, 3 hours behind here on the East Coast. So therefore, when midnight hits there, it'll be 3 a.m. here. So if you're up and you're awake, please feel free, log into YouTube, go to my channel. You'll see us live from 11:30 p.m. to 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 2:30 a.m. to 3:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hope we see you there. You got anything for the people for the new year?
It's going to be a party, y'all. Y'all definitely got to check that out. One thing about Fremont Street in Vegas, it's like a 3-ring circus. Ain't no telling what you're going to get, but it definitely be something you won't want to miss.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Cheers to new beginnings.
Year.
You got something?
Yeah. Oh, last year we saw a man pay to get his own ass whipped. Now pay to get your ass whipped.
She was dressed in S&M clothing, leather, booty cheeks out, boobs out with pasties on. And men were paying her to whip them with her whip in the outfit that she had on their hands and knees, in the cold, on the ground, in the middle of the street. Just to let you know, that's just how crazy it gets over in Fremont. Okay? So, with that said, we're going to end this video now?
Yes, we're going to end it. Please don't get your ass whipped in the new year.
I whip it for free.
Not my
I'll whip yours for free.
I don't want no ass whippers.
Cheers to new beginnings. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year.
Let's have a toast for the real ones.